Yeah, guys, we're gonna move on to the next topic. And man, now that the All-Star break is past, y'all, and before the season, early in the season, we asked this question, and Rashad is the only guy that had faith that the Warriors could do it. I mean, I remember I said 69 wins. I can't remember an exact number that Khalid had placed on it. We had other people here in the studio.
I said something close to the breaking the record, but not exactly.
I think we had Rudy here and he said 70. We had another dude, Nick, here, and he said 69 along with me. Rashad's the only guy that said I think they can get above 72. And right now, it's looking like it's likely 73. To happen. Yeah, it's looking like they really can break the record, and it's astonishing because you look at it, the Warriors and we always go through all these numbers. I feel like we always do this every week. We go through all the numbers about how great the Warriors are. The Warriors are number 2 in defense and defensive efficiency, the number 1 in offensive efficiency. Stephen Curry is just a baller. He's too good. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. It's just
he finally claimed to say he's the best player in the NBA. I appreciate him for saying that. Finally,
he did. He had
to come back for LeBron.
He feels like he's the best player. I give him his
on the best team. That's on the best team.
Yeah, LeBron can't say that. Yeah. Cavaliers ain't the best team, but the Warriors are 48-4. They in order to break the record, they can only lose 5 more times for the rest of the season. And right now, like I was saying earlier in the show, they have to play San Antonio 3 more times, 2 times to San Antonio, and the Oklahoma City Thunder 2 more times, who are their main threats in the Western Conference. And they play the Clippers this Saturday. So, guys, now that we've seen half of the season go through, we're halfway through the season. Do you think they're really going to do it? Like, they're going to break the record? I feel like there's this thing, and we're all always scared to say, man, history is going to be made. Like, I know. It's sacred territory, but do you really think it's going to happen?
Can I start this one?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I know you wanted to. You're like,
edge closer. See, this is how I feel about it. We've seen where they can't hit threes. We've seen Steph Curry play a good team and not hit his threes. But then you have Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala start knocking everything down. They don't miss. It's like the sliders go down for one character, but the rest of the team it goes up.
Man. So this ain't 2K, man. It's not 2K.
So,
come on.
It's crazy because we can say they're like the old Dukes team that live and die by the 3, but they haven't died by the 3 yet.
Nah, they haven't.
And if you notice the teams they lose to, they don't lose to any good teams. So all these teams we expect to win, they don't lose to.
And you think about all their losses. Think about this. Some of their losses, they're not even fully healthy.
Yeah, they're not fully healthy. Yeah. They're not
and
all
like relatively fully healthy now.
So I'm just like, are these bad teams that's beating them really going to continue to beat them? Like 3 of the 4 losses were to bad like teams under 500.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So can we keep expecting them to lose to teams under 500 as much as they're clicking now? Like it was the beginning of the season now. It was like, we're 20 games in, but now we're 50 games in.
Yeah,
30 games.
So can we really see them losing to these bad teams anymore? Like, come on now. It took a buzzer beater to beat the 76ers. Come on. Like, do you see that happening again? The problem is I do see them losing 1 to the Spurs. I do see that happening. Mm-hmm. And I do see the Thunder giving them a good game. Do I see the Thunder beating them? I don't know. Because like you said, when it gets down to the end, they go away from the team ball and they go isolation ball. And as we see with the Rockets, isolation ball doesn't work no more. Nope. So I don't see the Thunder pulling one off. But I do see the Spurs because I know Greg Popovich is going to be ready for them. Greg Popovich, if it comes down to, as we saw in the All-Star game, Greg Popovich doesn't like records being broken.
Nah, man.
So, as we saw, so if it comes down to like this is the final chance, this is the last ride, they got to go through us to get it. Oh, everybody's playing. Uh-huh. Everybody's playing. Everybody's playing.
Get Timmy out there. Get Patty. Get Tony Parker. Get Kawhi's brother. I don't care. Get the guy with the dreads. Get him. Get all of them.
Everybody's playing.
Like, man, I'm playing now.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's playing. He's if it comes down to this is the last top team they got to go through before the record is broken, you can best believe everybody's playing for the Spurs.
All right, let me hear what Khalid has to say. Khalid, what do you think?
30 games left. This halfway through the season, and they only 4 losses. I don't know. That record is looking kind of close. I do feel like that. Like what Rashad was saying, they was losing early. They was losing to these teams under 500. But the question is, what was those teams doing that allowed them to overcome the Warriors? Oh, you said they weren't relatively healthy, but can they be relatively healthy for 30 more games?
Health plays a big part.
I know.
Health plays a big part.
So, I mean, they've been healthy for as long as they've been, and they've gotten this far. So I'm hoping that they do stay healthy, because it would be amazing to see them break that record. And it's just a great thing for Stephen Curry to have, for Klay Thompson, for Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green, and all of them. But things may happen for the rest of the season, and hopefully they don't. But maybe these teams under 500 may give them a loss or two, and maybe even the Spurs may hand them a loss or something. But I do think that they may break the record this time. They will break the record. They may take a couple more losses, but I do think they might break the record.
Man, this is just like, I just look at the numbers. Steph averaging 29.8 points a game. It's on 45% shooting from three, 50% shooting from the field. I just don't get it. I just wish. I wish, man. How do you get the touch? How do you do it? Just let me know. He hit a shot in the All-Star game that was a 40-footer. He hit the shot.
And it was a regular jump shot at that. It wasn't like, you shoot half court, so they'd be like even it.
Like, guys,
it was a regular jump
and I know in the All-Star game they're not playing defense like that, but nobody's guarding you for 40 feet. So he would in a regular game, he would have hit the same shot. So he hits that 40-footer, and I'm just sitting there. I legit looked at my television and I was like, somebody has to put some, God has to make this fair. you can't keep allowing this to happen. You can't let this dude keep doing this, man, because he's just not making it. It's when you see somebody hitting shots from 40 feet from the logo of places. My man was beyond the All-Star L's when he hit this shot. That's how far he was. I just don't get it anymore. So at this point, you're just sitting there. You're like, man, the only thing that could really beat this team is themselves and their health. And as long as you have Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green healthy, arguably this team is unbeatable, because those are the three people that make it work. One of the losses came, Steph was hurt. Another loss came, Klay was hurt. You know what I mean? Another loss,
Draymond rested.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, their losses come when these guys aren't in the lineup. But when they're in the lineup, they've only lost about 2 games. One of the games was against the Bucks when Klay had just come back from injury, and they had just finished playing a double overtime.
No Harrison Barnes, though.
Yeah, no Harrison Barnes either. Yeah, you're right. No Harrison Barnes. And they had just finished playing a double overtime game against the Celtics. So you sit there and look at it. You're like, man, so you're telling me now they've gotten a week to rest. They got a whole week to rest. Everybody's healthy now. Everybody's just chilling at home. They're just sitting there enjoying themselves.
Just stretching, ready for the next
game. You know what I mean? And you're telling me that they just have 30 games left to get through. And it's
they can
30
only lose
games.
5?
They can only lose 5. They've only lost 4 to this point in order to break the record.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's telling me they can't do it. I said there's no team that's telling me. I see the Spurs. Yeah, Spurs can give them a loss,
but they overcame the Spurs.
Yeah, they whooped the Spurs. The last time they played, they
overcame Cleveland.
OKC can give them. They overcame Cleveland. They overcame OKC. OKC has shown that they're going to give them a good game. You know what I mean?
To the end. And
but I think that you look at the film and you review what you did wrong, and I think OKC can review the film and be like, hey, coming down the stretch, we played a lot of isolation ball. And OKC jumped out to an early 9-0 lead. Then the bench came in, and that's where OKC's Achilles heel. That's where
their bench couldn't provide them points.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the Achilles heel of OKC is, which is why now everybody's talking about, you know what I'm saying? You need a piece. And it's Cantor supposed to be that guy, but for some reason, I just don't get what OKC does sometimes. They got a guy that can play in the post. The Warriors got small people on the floor, yet they're playing. OKC starting to shoot through Cameron Payne and everybody else. I'm like, so Enes Kanter is the best scorer on the floor, but you're not giving him the ball.
Yeah,
can't imagine being a big man.
Hey, we have another comment too about the record. It says I didn't believe in the Warriors early on, but I'm starting to believe in them now. But I don't see them breaking the record. They will rest players, and they will succumb to injuries, I believe, and I think the Spurs will unseat them at the end. See, with the comment, this is where I agree with the person. I agree that coming at the end, Greg Popovich is gonna be like, everybody's playing.
Right. Yeah. I feel like
that's gonna happen.
I feel like it's gonna be another like Cinderella kind of story, like with Cam Newton and the Panthers. They get all the way into the end and then they get beaten. So
now I don't see it coming down to like one game beating the record.
Well, no, of course not.
I see the record getting broken and then rest. That's how I see.
You think so?
And for resting them, Steph Curry and the whole team already said they're not resting. They want the record.
They do want.
They want the record. It's not about we're going into the playoffs. To rest it. No, we want this record first and then go into the playoffs.
God,
They probably gonna break the record and then push even further.
The only way I see them resting is because Steve Kerr's like, no, you ain't touching my record.
For real though. But here's the only thing though. Even if the Spurs beat them, they only play the Spurs 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So where are the other six losses gonna come from?
I mean, like we said, we still see those random teams that beat them out of
nowhere. That's the thing, but that's when they're not healthy.
Here's the thing. When you play those lower level teams and earlier in the season, and you're the record, because think about it, they were further away from the record when they lost those games.
Mm-hmm.
Now as you get closer, you're gonna play basketball a lot more urgently. You're gonna start playing like it's game 7. You're gonna be like, we're not losing this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna start playing because it's not because the thing with the Panthers was like the Panthers' mistakes were hidden up or covered up in their wins. You know what I mean? Like the Panthers, the lack of receiver help and everything was covered up through them winning. And then the Falcons exposed it and their secondary got exposed.
Mm-hmm.
The Warriors aren't getting exposed anywhere. They played the best teams
and dubbed them.
And destroyed them. And then they played the weak teams, and we can't even say they got exposed against the weak teams
because they didn't have all their players.
Yeah, they were hurt. So it's like,
and it went like those blowout games. It was all close.
Exactly. They were all close.
All single-digit losses.
I sit here and I'm trying to do the math. I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to find out somebody. Just somebody give me a chance. Maybe you know what? We are sleeping on the Clippers though, because the Clippers always play the Warriors tough, and those teams don't like each other. It's because of a lot of playoff battles they had. I mean, don't got Blake Griffin this time, but a lot of playoff battles they've had. Those two teams don't like each other. So could the Clippers beat them?
I mean, they match up small. They can match up,
and they're in the same. They're both in the Pacific Division. They're all in the same division. So
speaking of that division, before we switch over to the next topic,
we suck. Lakers suck. Lakers suck. Lakers suck.
Lakers suck.
I'm sorry because you know the thing that made me even say. I looked at my lanyard and I was like, "We suck." The minute
you know about the division,
the minute you said the division. Speaking of the division, I automatically looked at my lanyard. I was like, "We suck." I thought that came to my head.
Kobe will get 1 win against them this season.
That's crazy.
They got 2 more. I think they got to play 1 or 2 more times.
That's crazy. 1 or 2 more times, and they're gonna get them.
I mean, they got dubbed the first 2 times. I already know that for sure.
Rashad, please.
Hey, gotta have faith.
Rashad, you want to take this back? Please, I'll give you a chance. Rashad, I'm gonna give you a chance, bro. Just say you're just joking. We'll call it a day. Say April Fool's came early for you. Yeah, say
forget all about it.
To what I say.
Oh no!
Please don't.
Yeah,
you stick to what you say like Elmer's glue, huh? Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. Bad Scotch tape. Just
bean.
No, man, just let it. Rashad,
don't finish that.
I'm giving you a chance. Just undo your wrong.
Next, the bean.
Okay. Next time the Lakers play, I'm a Lakers fan too, man. And I know Rashad's statement right here is entirely biased. So, guys, when the Lakers play the Warriors next time, we'll come on here and I'm gonna count every point that we lost over. I'm gonna count each one of them to Rashad and be like, so we're gonna win, huh? Each one of them. I'll be surprised if the total isn't below 50 for the next few losses. I'll be surprised if the total isn't over 50. Man,
they ain't blowing out nobody in 50 points.
Like almost did it to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers were down by 40 at one point. They were down by 40 at one point. And you tell me the Lakers can't lose by in total for the rest of the season, the total points they can lose by? Lakers suck, man. Lakers suck. They don't know what they're doing.
Man said, and the thing about the division.
Yeah, man. No, like the Pacific Division is just the Golden State and the Clippers. That's all it is. Nobody at Sacramento, move. Lakers, move. We suck. We're done. No. Anyways, go on to the next. I'm just sorry, man. I gotta tell the truth. I'm a passionate fan, man, and I tell how it is, and I see how it is. When you only got 11 wins on the season, you know what your fate is pointing towards. Guys, going on to the last topic. That last topic was passionate, man. When the shot about the league, I'm sorry, but going on to this topic, we're gonna talk about the Mount Rushmore because President's Day was only a few days ago. So, we're gonna look at the kind of the all around totality of sports and say, who would be on the sports Mount Rushmore? You only got 4 faces put up there now. Now, if you talk about the most impactful sports, you want to talk internationally, you got soccer, you got a lot of different basketball, you got a lot of different sports, and then you got football in America, and then you got tennis, you got golf, you got all these different, you got the NHL. Now, guys, MLB. So who's goes on the Mount Rushmore of sports of all time? Khalid, let's start with you because Rashad definitely wanted to start off that last time. So let's start with you for this topic. Who do you think goes on the Mount Rushmore of sports?
I give it to my man Jordan, of course. Babe Ruth. I'll give it to Joe Montana.
Joe, okay.
And Serena Williams.
Serena. Okay. All right. Can't knock you on that one.
Yeah, that's actually surprising.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming, man.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I do.
I
I
didn't
get
see it
like
I
coming.
have to put Serena in there because she just changed the game.
she's
with
been the
women's-
most dominant
Yes.
tennis player. It doesn't
And,
even make any
like
sense.
her game is just amazing.
She's just dominating every. Like Serena is just a physical. Like she's so physically dominant over the other people. Maria Sharapova is supposed to be her main competition,
But she
the woman
her.
hasn't won against her in years. And the people every single time they play, they're like Serena's #1 competition. The person that can knock her off. I'm like, when?
She ain't losing.
Yeah, I'm like, when's it gonna happen? She hasn't lost her in how long? And then their record against each other is just demoralizing. So it's just like, what? But yeah, Rashad, what's your Mount Rushmore looking like?
See, my Mount Rushmore consists of Messi, who will become the #1 player of all time once his career is over. He'll pass Pele. Jordan, of course.
So you put him up there right now. Right now. No, no,
He has to. He has to.
Yeah,
He's basically already there.
Go on.
He said, "Go on."
Yeah, go on.
You got Jordan, of course.
Mhm.
Then we got Jackie Robinson instead of Babe Ruth. And then we got who did I just had it too. Bo Jackson. Multi-sport athlete before his era was the athlete.
Man, guys, y'all list is very different. I didn't even expect it. I didn't expect it at all. You know, honestly didn't expect it. But for me, you know the crazy thing is when we're talking about, because I feel like everybody just automatically puts Michael Jordan up there.
I mean,
but I understand why. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be
Notice
up
I didn't
there.
say him first though.
Yeah, I know you didn't say him first, but think about it. Because there are people that came before Michael Jordan that set the stage for Michael Jordan. Like there was a Dr. J, there was an Oscar Robertson, there was a Wilt, there was Kareem, those guys like that set the stage for Jordan to be. There was Magic, there was Larry, there was guys that set the stage for Jordan to be who Jordan was. So it's like, man. And then I also look at it as because Dr. J was a big guy in the community as well. You know what I mean? He was a huge guy, especially with all the things that were going on with the war and everything that was going on during the time. A lot of these guys came together, like Oscar Robertson and a lot of those guys, Jim Brown. A lot of these guys came together at the summit, and when they were speaking for their rights and everything to not have to fight the war. So my Mount Rushmore, I gotta put Muhammad Ali on there. My man, the boxing legend. I gotta put Muhammad Ali up there, man. Muhammad Ali is just the most polarizing boxing figure of all. Like
but we got the gloves and the logo too.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like Muhammad Ali, what he did for boxing is just changed boxing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like him and his rivals. And Muhammad Ali, there's so many great quotes that Muhammad Ali has. A lot of motivational videos we see a lot of times for our athletes in today's game. A lot of those come inspired by Muhammad Ali. So I would have to say him. See, football is very difficult to put a Mount Rushmore because you're taking one player in a very team-oriented sport and saying that he was the face of that sport. And you put Rashad put Bo, you put Joe Montana Khalid. Football is tough.
Bo was great at both sports.
Bo was great at both sports. Deion Sanders was great at both sports. And Deion Sanders won rings. You know what I mean? And Deion Sanders made all-stars in both sports. So you know, if I had to put a Mount Rushmore for football, I'd put Walter Payton. Because Walter Payton Walter Payton's like the guy that everybody looks up to in football. He's the guy that he was a big standard. He was a big staple in the community. He was a big statue in the community. He did a lot of things for his community also and for the football world as a running back. And I think a lot of people our age to this extent, because I mean, I had to really research Walter Payton to learn about him. That's why they even give out the Walter Payton Award nowadays. They give out all these awards in the name of Walter Payton. So I'd have to say Walter Payton for football. Basketball, man. I just get stuck, man. Basketball is tough. I mean, of course, Michael Jordan's an easy answer, but then you got guys like Bill Russell. It's tough. Basketball is tough. Oh gosh.
Because you can always just it not be the best player. People say the best. Yeah, it's the most impactful.
Yeah, it's the most impactful player. That's the thing for me. Like Bill Russell was a very impactful player in basketball. Like he was one of those players that went up to that summit. For all those players, like when they all refused to go into for the Vietnam War, and Muhammad Ali and them, all of them went there. Jim Brown, all of them were there, and so it's like it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough, but I'll say I'm gonna put Michael Jordan in there because I mean he's the face of basketball. Like whenever everybody says who's the greatest to do this, Michael Jordan was the greatest to do it. And granted, Michael Jordan might not have been as
as many championships.
It's been as big a societal figure as those guys. Michael Jordan did do a lot for society. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan made baggy shorts cool. You know what I'm saying? He made all
basketball
that
sneakers that cost $200.
This man has sold sneakers for over 30 years to children who never watched him play. I just don't even understand it. Like, these kids have never seen Michael Jordan play. And
his shoes.
Yep, and they'll buy his shoes. It's like the legacy of Jordan will continue to live on. And then what that dream team did, I mean, it wasn't just Jordan. It was Magic, Larry, all of them. But that dream team, the big buzz was Michael Jordan. So I'll say Michael because of that too, because that's what helped basketball become an international sport, was that dream team and having Jordan there. Because a lot of people were saying the dream team wasn't going to work as well as it did if Jordan wasn't on the team. So having Michael Jordan on that team is what made the dream team such a big deal. But that's the reason why we talk about why Isaiah Thomas might have been left off the dream team, because him and Jordan, we know about the bad boy Pistons and the Bulls. So that's the reason why Isaiah might have been left off the dream team.
Who's your last one?
Yeah.
Last one, baseball or tennis, golf, hockey. I do like your Babe Ruth pick. And the thing is, I think Willie Mays and Barry Bonds are very underrated. If Barry Bonds doesn't get into all that trouble with all the steroid stuff, all that speculation of him and steroids, Barry Bonds could easily be the best baseball player of all time. But I look at players who also dominated the sport as well. Like, you look at golf with Phil Mickelson. You look at Tiger Woods. Like you said, tennis, Serena Williams. Like, these are guys. These are people that are the face of their sports and have cultivated their sports. So goodness, I'd probably say I put Babe Ruth probably. Babe Ruth. I'd probably say Babe Ruth because I agree with your Jackie Robinson thing as well. Yeah, but I think Babe Ruth was also a big impactful player. And the man won over 1,000. It was 1,100 and 914 career wins to 35 losses. It's crazy.
That is.
You know what I mean? The man played for the Yankees, the Braves, all these teams. That's crazy. You know what I mean? He was a winner. So that'd be my Mount Rushmore. But guys, go ahead.
Someone actually wanted this. Actually, we could please introduce their list.
Okay, yeah,
because it's actually an interesting list too.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
So the list is actually from our caller who just called in actually.
Okay.
And they said they had Jackie Robinson on it. They had Bill Russell. They had Pele, and they had Walter Payton. No Jordan.
Oh wow.
No Jordan.
Wait, repeat the list again.
So we got Jackie Robinson, Bill Russell, Pele, and Walter Payton.
Yeah, see, I can see that. I can see that because I mean, you see how big those guys are, or those people are in their sports. And you see a comment here. You see somebody say you have to vote for Serena or she'll kick you. You know what? I can see why you say that too. Guys, comment, tweet us your opinions on this. Send us
to everybody with the comments on Rabble TV.
Yeah, and also tweet on Twitter. Yeah, we appreciate
been interactive during the show.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. I know the YouTube chat. We wish we had the YouTube chat.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I'm actually getting all the comments through the YouTube chat.
Oh, you're getting them. Oh, see, Rashad's seen it, man. Rashad's seen it. Rashad got y'all. Rashad got y'all. You see, Rashad's active. See, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the show. See, I couldn't find the YouTube chat, but Rashad got the YouTube chat going on. You can't do it by yourselves, y'all. You can't do it by yourself. But yeah, make sure y'all tweet us at KBR_sports. You can always, mention your list. Tell us your list, and we'll mention them next time on the show, maybe. And we'll just bring it up early in the show to see all the different varying lists that we see for the Mount Rushmore of sports. Because everybody's gonna have a different opinion because there's so many different sports.
We'll see.
Just comment below.
Yeah, comment, tweet it to us. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can leave your comments on this video because it's going to be up. So you can leave your comments on this video, and we'll make sure to mention it in our next show. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. It's been KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day, coming to you on WODU Live, the best in college radio. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like I just said, at KBR Sports. You see our past shows and past segments. And also subscribe to the WODU Live YouTube channel. You can see our shows on there. And listen to us on Rabble TV. You can see our shows on there. You can hear our podcast, and also on Spreaker. You can hear it, man. And iTunes.
Yeah,
guys, if y'all tell me y'all don't got iTunes, get struck down. Get struck down with lightning because everybody with an iPhone should have iTunes. You got to set up your account somehow. Okay, so somebody's gonna have iTunes. So make sure you listen to us on iTunes as well. And we appreciate all the support, everybody. And also, don't forget the events upcoming this week and next week with the Veterans Health event going on the 20th on the Veterans Health Fair, like Carla said, on the 20th. That's coming down. That Rashad, you said the time was 9
a.m. to 1 p.m.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure you guys come out, show support for that, show support for WODU. We're gonna make it big, guys. And then also next week at the at work release, the Yeah, we're gonna have an event going on there also.
Thursday.
What do you say?
The Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday, guys. You want to hear your best, your anthems from back in the day? Show up, man. Oh no. No. We see, we gotta go. Rashad's starting to sing, man. We gotta go. When he starts getting into it, he gonna get into it, and he gonna go on. This man gonna give you a concert. Yeah, you see.
Oh man,
wait. See, all the '90s kids remember the it's all that, man. All that. Yeah. But yeah, guys, the address for the event on next week Thursday is gonna be 759 Granby Street at Work Release. Don't forget, y'all. Make sure you come out and show your support for WODU Studios and WIR. All right, y'all have a great day.